When you're young, when you're restless, when you're fun, 'cause you're desperate. Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison? What's your pleasure? Oh, my city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh, oh. Give it my city, my city. My city, my city. Where do you go when your heart with a fever? Won't you scroll, but you won't leave her? Oh, here we are, all the freaks and believers, all the sweet neon dreamers. Oh, my city. My city, she never sleeps. My city, she never weeps. My city, she keeps me alive. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh. Give it up for my city, oh, oh, oh. Give it
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our massive 4 prediction show.
4 match prediction show.
See, I can't even say it right because
No.
it's like
4 match prediction show for the pay-per-view tomorrow.
yeah.
Hello, Scott. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast. Hello, James.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going? Yeah, boy, oh boy. Hello.
How's it going, Mark?
How's it going? Yeah, tomorrow should be fun. A 4-match pay-per-view. Jordan said I think more matches will be told tomorrow. I would not be shocked because that's the way they roll. They will announce the rest of the matches the hour before.
There's going to be things that happen during the pay-per-view, and they're just going to create a match during the pay-per-view.
You think so?
I don't know. I just made that up. I just
Okay.
thought, I figured, that with the way it is, I just, the whole idea of having, 4 matches for a pay-per-view just seems crazy.
It makes no sense. What's the point of the pay-per-view then?
Yeah.
No sense at all.
No.
Maven gonna draft
No.
Shane McMahon, clearly.
Yes, she's been, sitting here saying that Shane McMahon should go number 1 to SmackDown.
No, I haven't. They will announce 7 matches. Lashley versus Rusev should have been announced. It should have. That would clearly make sense. But
The thing is,
WWE
okay.
clearly doesn't make sense of anything.
I get that the Fiend is your big draw, and he's probably going to
But,
draw more people in. But why wouldn't you?
dude.
Why wouldn't you? Because there are other people that like some of these other superstars that could potentially be on this pay-per-view.
Okay,
First, so if you're going to have them, why wouldn't you announce that they're going to be on the show prior to the show?
Exactly. First, for me, I would not spend good money on tickets.
How you doing, Life, John?
What is
Good
up?
evening.
I would not spend good money on tickets to go to a show for 4 matches.
Yeah, I just I agree. I mean, I don't understand why they
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't understand
I don't understand it.
why they don't announce.
Let me reword that. I was going to say, Kane v. Brock wouldn't happen this fast only.
Yeah.
Let me reword that.
Kane v. Brock.
No. So, Kane versus Brock at Crown Jewel is happening. Just found out today.
Yes.
Thoughts? Yeah, that's what I've seen all over Twitter. Everybody's reported it. It'd be safe to say that's what's happening. I don't care. I don't care. At least we got Crown Jewel to look forward to. Oh, yeah, Crown Jewel. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Again, I don't understand why they're like...
Don't know.
Well, yeah, I do, because it's money. So they're going to make a bigger deal out of the Crown Jewel thing than, like, they're telling us so.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Lashley and Rusev feud is being kept on Raw to build the feud. I can understand that, but, like, at least it would be, like, a match added to the card, and it would make sense.
Yeah, it just
because
seems
they
like...
have something there, and it's not just going to be something so random thrown together. As in, like, oh, we're going to put The Miz versus EC3. Yeah, let's do that.
No, because they won't put EC3 on anything.
No, they will not.
They're big, if not bigger than WrestleMania, baby.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Love when they market it as that. It just makes me mad. If Braun can't beat Brock, why would I think a Dominic lookalike without hair would? Yeah. EC3 versus Mojo.
There we are.
Is it really only
That'd be
4
a good one,
matches?
EC3 versus Mojo.
Yeah.
As
really
of right
are
now,
only
there's only 4 matches.
Isn't that pay-per-view on Halloween? Sorry, but I'm busy going to a party. Yeah, as most people are. It's Halloween. People are, taking their kids out trick-or-treating.
I'm going trick-or-treating.
And, like, I understand this pay-per-view is going to be, like, in the afternoon or whatever because, like, it's a Saudi show pay-per-view. But, like, still, it makes no sense to put it on A, it's a Thursday.
Yeah.
B,
yeah, Crown Jewel will be like 9 a.m.
on Halloween.
Yeah, it's like...
C, people have school. People have jobs. Don't expect people to watch it on the network.
I'm taking the day off just so I can watch Crown Jewel.
Yeah, totally. No. I will watch Crown Jewel by myself.
The shortest main roster pay-per-view ever, 4 matches. 4 matches. Wow.
Yeah, tell me about it. I don't get it. I don't
understand why.
It makes no sense.
It's like, no. Does that make the Dominic look alike Walter's or Wade Uncle? Yes, it does.
Yeah, totally. Those matches can go a long time to blend in. Not really. You can't have them go too long or people are going to sit there and go, that match was too freaking long.
So, to make it a 4-hour pay-per-view, each match has to go 1 hour.
An hour. I can see the Hell in a Cell matches going, like...
They deleted the list of matches that I thought they would announce for the pay-per-view, but your person
deleted it.
I guess because I used
caps.
Sorry, too lazy to retype it lowercase.
Kane beat Brock in round 1 of... Yeah, we didn't even get it. I didn't even see it.
I didn't see it either.
No. Kane beat Brock in round 1 in UFC off the TKO. Yeah.
Favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate.
That's difficult.
Actually, you know what? I really don't have a favorite ice cream. I like
mint chocolate chip, but sometimes I
cream.
don't like mint chocolate chip, so I don't know. There's this dairy-free cookie peanut butter. It's from Ben & Jerry's. It's delicious.
Yes, you are going to see it in every video package for the next month, and I'm going to hate it. It's on YouTube, Kane vs. Brock.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I should probably check it out just to see how quickly he got knocked out. Hey, Elijah, what's up? I should look that up to see how fast Brock got knocked out. But I understand they have a story there, but it just doesn't make sense.
No.
Neither guy is WWE oriented, and it's gonna be a UFC fight.
It's the
MMA fight, whatever.
It's the UFC retirement home.
Mm-hmm. Just search it. Yeah. Yes, I will. I will. James.
I'm gonna just start calling WWE UFC RH.
Rollins versus Bray Wyatt in no contest in Twitter will riot. Can't wait for that. I won't be shocked if it ends in.
I will not riot. I will be going, yes, this is the way it should have ended.
Exactly, because Bray doesn't need the belt.
Yes.
He doesn't need the belt. Not at all. So, with that being said, I guess we'll start with predictions because we don't have a lot to talk about here. Predictions, and then we'll talk about draft picks because, the draft is more important than, Hell in a Cell.
I think that you'll probably see Bayley and Sasha starting off the night.
Bayley and Sasha.
Okay, dream match time. 1984, Bret Hart versus 2007, Kenny and Omega. And Hell in a Cell Iron Man match. Who you got? Bret Hart.
Same. I just like Bret Hart better.
I'll be heated if only Rollins wins clean.
Agreed.
Yeah.
If Rollins wins clean, it's a no for me.
It kills the Fiend.
It does, and I will hate that 100%. But if they do something where he doesn't win the belt for a different reason, I'll be fine with it.
He's not going to win clean.
He shouldn't.
I still like my prediction of Harper and Bryan and Rowan coming down to attack him.
Being dudes.
Well, you know what? I don't think Bayley Sasha will start off.
You mean Bayley and Charlotte?
Why'd I say Bayley and Sasha?
Because
Bayley
that's what
Charlotte.
you wrote down.
Yeah, no, I meant Charlotte.
You wrote down Bayley and Sasha. It's Bayley and Charlotte.
I knew what I meant.
I'll be tuning in here if Rollins wins clean. That's for sure. Jeez. Charlotte
You will
wins.
be tuning in anyway. Give me a whole podcast.
10-time champs. I just want to riot tomorrow on Twitter. Ali versus Nakamura. That's what I've seen rumors about that, but probably not.
It hasn't officially been announced.
AJ versus someone? Probably not. They're too lazy.
It hasn't officially been announced.
No. The matches that we're going to talk about and make predictions
Liv
for.
Morgan will interfere.
She
I don't
should.
think she'll interfere.
It's currently 3 a.m. Jeez.
Well, we're glad that you stay up to watch us.
Yeah, Bayley, Charlotte. I think if they're moving Bayley to keep her with Sasha, she has to lose the belt. So Charlotte wins.
I think Charlotte's gonna win.
Even if they're not moving Bayley, I think Charlotte wins.
I think Charlotte wins because the simple fact, if they're going to do the tag titles, I think they're going to put them back on Bayley and Sasha.
And if they are still continuing to do whatever partnership Bayley and Sasha have, they have to be on the same brand.
I won't even be watching tomorrow because I'm seeing Joker. Well, good. Then you can come watch our show tomorrow night, and we will tell you all about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. Totally. That's what we're here for.
Go to the early Joker show, and then come back and watch our show tomorrow night.
Oh, I got Bayley winning. Interesting. No, I just think if they want to keep Bayley and Sasha together, they have to have her lose the belt.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless Sasha doesn't win the belt, in which then they could move her to SmackDown instead.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think that Charlotte wins this.
I agree.
With no doubt.
So, yeah.
Roman and Daniel Bryan versus Rowan and Harper. I think that Rowan and Harper win, and Daniel Bryan turns on Roman. Charlotte begins because of woo.
I'm going to say the same thing. I think Rowan and Harper win because
they can move anyone anywhere. I think the big thing is I think Bayley and Sasha are going to go be your tag team champions. I got Reigns and Bryan.
I just think because Roman won this week, well, yesterday, I think that means Harper and Rowan are going to win.
Yes, I definitely think that Bryan is going to turn on Roman.
Are they Bludgeon Brothers again? No, I don't think they're calling them that name. They should call them, metalheads or something, because, they're always wearing those, metal t-shirts.
Yeah.
They could
and
do
the
that.
reason I think that this sets up for something at the end with Seth and the Fiend.
Cool.
Okay, this is just my dream,
This
the
is
way
your
they
fantasy
would do
booking?
it.
Okay, got it.
And so,
That's fine.
then I become angry when they don't do it this way.
Exactly. Because you have this idea in your head of how it should go down,
Yes.
but then you're like, no.
Because I could write better storylines than
they could.
some of the WWE writers
A
sometimes.
Leaf could write better storylines than some of the storyline people they have.
So then we have Becky and
And
Sasha.
that says a lot.
Harper should shave his head and call them the Bald Brothers. That'd be good. Yeah, I got Rowan with Harper headbangers because of Daniel being the big heel.
I think everybody, now that we're all saying this, I think that, they want us to think that Daniel Bryan's going to turn, but he doesn't.
He's going to,
But
for
I
the simple
think he
fact of what's
should.
going to happen with the Fiend.
The Fiend will have Liv interfere.
No,
Mark my words.
that's not the way it's going to happen. Sorry, Life of John.
Um,
I will explain to you here in just a minute. Becky wins. I'm going to say Becky wins just because of the fact I think Sasha... I've been saying Sasha is probably going to take it from her, but I think Sasha is going to win because of the simple fact... Or Becky's going to win because I think that Sasha and Bayley are going to go for the tag titles. I love how you all managed to answer all my random questions while continuing to keep this topic of the video rolling. After every wrestling show, I spark up and turn y'all on. We try.
Sasha Banks wins. I got Sasha winning.
Or Sasha Banks whines.
Sasha Banks
Yes.
wins. Close enough. She does whine. Sasha
I
wins
would-
because blue hair.
The blue hair. I think it's because Sasha and Bayley are going to go after the tag titles. I think that will be.
I will not be all butthurt if Becky does lose because I am thoroughly expecting it, but I am going to say that Becky retains. But I won't be shocked or socked, whatever, if Sasha wins. Because then that would probably mean that they're moving Becky to SmackDown. Which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
And I'll be okay.
Becky to SmackDown.
I'll
I agree. I
still
think
be-
she's
yeah,
going to SmackDown. I definitely think she's going to
I will still
SmackDown.
be upset.
But I
Don't
just
get
think
me
that-
wrong.
I think she will retain the title, and then they're going to set something up where, I don't know, maybe she loses it on Raw. Mm-hmm. Sasha loses and cries on the locker room floor.
Then they give her the
And
title.
then they give her the title.
Yeah, no, guys. I'll be upset if Becky loses the title. But
Maybe
I'm
that
not
is how
gonna
they
be
do
all
it. Maybe you know,
mad.
Becky wins, and then she goes, you know what, Sasha? I'm going to go to SmackDown, so I'll let you have this title.
And she's like,
Because you're crying.
I don't want the pity title.
I want Shane and a drag to win. And drag to win to your Maven rant.
Okay, jeez. All
Time
right,
to
guys.
take it up, Bayley, to build up her chasing to WrestleMania. Yes, I think
can't
that.
read?
No, I can't read.
Chasing to W WrestleMania.
I just can't. I just can't talk. That's what it is.
I just can't bring myself to say Becky losing.
You just did,
Well,
James.
you just did. No, I'm gonna say Becky retains, but I think I have a strong feeling that she's not going to, so I won't be shocked if she does not. In which that would mean she's moving to SmackDown to start something over there and be drafted over there, which I think will be fine. And then shortly thereafter, I think that she'll win the SmackDown title.
I do not think that Baszler or Ronda turn up for this
No.
match.
Not at all. Charlotte might lose.
I
in
don't
all
think that this is a
honesty.
big enough pay-per-view to have that
Nope.
happen.
And nobody's gonna even be watching.
Yeah,
They only have 4 matches announced. Why would anybody watch this pay-per-view?
except for us.
I mean, we are because we're cool people. But like, why
Yeah,
would
so if
normal
you don't
people?
watch it, so Life of John, you're not cool, is what Maven's
Maven
saying.
wins 24/7 title. Crown Jewel. Yeah, Crown Jewel. 2 words. Crown Jewel. That's why this pay-per-view means nothing. No, but you can't have them show up at Crown Jewel because there's no women there. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't work there either.
Nah, it won't work there.
So I don't see Baszler or Ronda turning up because I think it'd be kind of pointless because I don't think they're gonna have all the eyes on their show that they want to because they haven't promoted this right and there aren't enough matches for
Yeah, I don't
anybody to care.
Yeah, I agree.
So I don't think it's a smart move.
No. In my SpongeBob voice, I'm cool.
Yeah, you're cool.
We think you're cool, John, Life of John.
Yeah.
I was just giving you a hard time. Since you're going to the Joker movie.
But yeah, so last match on the Hell in a Cell card, they haven't promoted it at all. No, they
No.
haven't promoted it. When I say they haven't promoted it right, I mean they haven't promoted it at all.
They don't even promote it during SmackDown or Raw.
No, not even, no. They have that Hell in a Cell, thing behind them on the board for laughs. They didn't even say anything about it.
We have promoted it more than they have.
They have, yeah. We promoted it more in the last 2 minutes than they have.
Yes. Seth wins by DQ, no contest with taker interference. I'm going to say it is a no contest with Rowan, Harper, and Daniel Bryan interference.
Attendance for tomorrow might be low because there's only 4 matches. Yeah,
Yes.
I could totally see that being the case, but I think
That would not
because
shock
the
me.
Fiend is there, I feel like they're probably going to still have a decent
Yes, there is
crowd.
no DQ in Hell in a Cell. Yes, however, I think that there'll be a no contest because I think Rowan, Harper, and Daniel Bryan are going to attack the Fiend.
I too also think there will be no contest.
No contest, Braun.
Now, my
versus Solo.
second answer for this, if I was to make 2 predictions, in which I can because these don't count for anything, I would say no contest or Bray straight up wins the title. That's your only 2 options. If you have Seth win, you are stupid.
Braun's got to get ready for his match with Tyson Fury, so you can't get these hands scratched up. Last year's Hell in a Cell
Cell
and no
ended in
contest, I think.
Yeah. I don't know for sure.
But
Sorry. No, I don't know. I just don't think that, like, you can, no, Seth. Seth can't win. Not clean. Can't pin the Fiend.
I don't think he wins
can't
clean.
disqualify the Fiend. If he won by disqualification, okay, but that wouldn't be his fault. It'd be because Fiend, like, did something.
Braun versus Reigns last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that poster. The poster.
I saw it.
The
'Cause
post. It was like,
yeah.
"Rrr," and the devil horns.
Yeah.
And then whatever the heck Braun Strowman was, some green thing with horns, and he
Yeah.
had like a long like tongue or whatever. It was
Seth
such
wins, but I
a
think
weird poster.
Liv will help the Fiend. No, I don't think so. I think that she will show up after the split, the Raw SmackDown split. Braun is going to have his hands handed to him on a silver platter, messing around with Tyson Fury. Like,
I'd
I'd laugh
hysterically
hysterically if Seth won clean.
I would too.
I will quit watching
I
wrestling.
would laugh and then I would cry because they would have ruined the Fiend.
Yes. That will kill
James
the Fiend.
James would laugh too.
Yes, James would be excited about that.
Yeah.
I think Rowan
You know, and I know a
Harper-
lot of people recently have said that they think Seth is going to win based upon the fact that he has been booked like trash. Absolute trash the last 2 weeks or so. He's been beat up upon, and it would just make sense if he won. In which I can understand what you're saying, yeah.
One loss isn't the end of the world.
But
No,
it is to the Fiend because everybody already, before his character even got started, they were like, oh, Bray Wyatt, this character, Bray Wyatt, he comes back, talks big talk about himself, and then he loses. We don't want that.
I don't.
He
well,
doesn't need it.
And I don't have.
And it physically cannot happen.
I don't have an issue with him losing. I just think that right now would not be the time to have him lose.
No.
I'm going with Nakamura, Revival, Bayley, Rowan, and Harper, Sasha, Bray. I'm not really interested in the pay-per-view, to be honest. Well, you talked about more than we've talked about there, little Fatchini. Because we didn't even talk about Nakamura, Revival.
No, because they're not even announced.
Because they haven't officially been announced, so we've kind of left it at the official announcement.
Rollins' title reign is as bad as Jinder Mahal's reign. Jinder's was worse.
Yeah, I would say Jinder's worse.
Jinder's has been worse.
Yeah, I would agree. So yeah, that
There's
was
Hell in a Cell predictions, guys.
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I think
Look out.
that
They could have made this big. No, they couldn't have, because just the way they've done
they
this.
didn't care.
We are more concerned about the Saudi show than we are about Hell in a Cell.
We're more
so-
concerned about the draft than this. The draft is next week, and we're going to talk about that now.
It's like comparing cardboard, to be honest. I love the Great Khali.
Yeah, which cardboard is better? This cardboard that is white
Yeah.
and kind of flimsy, or this cardboard that is white and flimsy?
The Fiend does not need to be involved in a feud, but that's what happens if he beats Seth. I would agree, which is why I think you will see. I think there's going to be outside interference, and I don't think it's going to be Liv. I still. Okay, again, this is my dream stuff.
Number one.
I would
pick
like
there.
to see the Fiend attacked by Rowan and Harper and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Understandable. So, now we're going to talk about draft picks. This is why I said WWE put themselves in a tight situation. Do you let Seth win or Fiend win? I said this yesterday. You put the Fiend between a rock and a hard place. Like,
Rob Zombie should attack the Fiend.
no joke. A rock and a hard place. Because if you have him lose, you've trashed him. And if you have him win, I don't know how good that's going to be. So, it really is a tough situation.
Well, I think you could have him lose. I think if you do it the right way.
How was SmackDown last night? I think it was good up until the end.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was solid.
Till the end.
Yeah.
The last 10 minutes of the show.
Have the Fiend lose and go on Black, the psychologist's couch, and talk about why he lost. That'd be good.
I'd watch it. I think
That'd be interesting.
No,
And then he tells Black, "Let me in."
yeah. And then they have a match.
Yeah.
No, but,
Be right back.
okay.
I'm gonna go take care of the dog.
But, yeah, talking about yesterday, we can kind of talk about that real quick, just to, because Lil Fettuccine asked. Yesterday was good up until the last 10 minutes. The Rock segment was great. Loved that. Let's see what else happened. There was Braun Strowman and Tyson Fury. They kind of set something up for them, which was cool, and I did like that. I don't even know what else. What else happened? Becky and Charlotte versus Sasha and Bayley. That was an excellent match, per usual. Always good. Always love their stuff. What else happened yesterday? There was some Fiend situation. The Fiend got Seth again. He attacked him. That was cool. There was a very pointless in my opinion, very pointless Roman versus Rowan lumberjack match. I saw no point to that, and it was just kind of dumb. Took up a lot of time. And the Fiend, once again, attacked Seth. 4-man tag match. Yeah, that happened, and that was the Braun and Tyson Fury thing. Oh, yeah, Ramblin' Rabbit died again. Well, actually, first, he was resurrected. He was brought back to life, and he was here again. And then he died once again.
We're talking about Ramblin' Jesus?
Yes, Ramblin' Jesus. That is what everybody has deemed him.
Yeah.
How old is Maven? I am 15. I'm not that old.
She is 15.
I am 15. I've had people guess that I'm older than that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm 15. And you're old.
And I'm old.
You're old. I don't even know how old you are.
Older than dirt.
No, but he's Jesus Christ.
He's Jesus Christ, Ramblin' Jesus.
No, it was just a decent show yesterday until the stupid stuff with Brock and Cain Velasquez. I don't even know what his name is, because I don't know who the garbage he is. And yeah, they.
Well, I think that's one of the issues that they had was the fact that they didn't know who. There's a lot of people that didn't know who
Cain
he was.
Velasquez.
Because if you don't follow UFC and those things, then it's going to be...
Won't remember. Waylon Mercy. No. It was one of Ray's characters, I think, right?
He's Brock's ghost from the past.
No, I'm 15. Okay, I've watched a lot of, old stuff. I'm quite knowledgeable on old stuff.
Yeah.
I do watch the old stuff, and I do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. Waylon Mercy. Yeah. I knew who that was. I do know who that is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I let her look it up.
I do know who that is, though. I have seen stuff.
Yeah. She watches a lot of the old stuff on.
I do know who that is.
That's how she got. That's kind of how.
That's how I got
she
into wrestling. Is I watched the old stuff. I watched the old stuff
because I talked about the old stuff.
5, 6 years ago. Yeah, that's who Bray's character was based on.
Yeah.
See, I'm smart. I know what I'm talking about. Based on one of Bray's characters, that's what one of Bray's characters is based on.
Yeah.
And I know who that is. I do remember watching a match. I don't remember, it was on a pay-per-view, but I don't remember who he was fighting.
Well, we have Mercy the Buzzard. Yes.
Yep. See? I am a smart cookie.
Who's his character based on?
Well, Mercy the Buzzard.
Yeah.
It's Waylon Mercy. I know who that is. See, I'm not crazy. I did know who that was.
Yeah, you just had to see a picture of him.
I just had to see a picture of him to put the name to the face.
Yeah.
Aha! I'm smart. Okay, anyways. Yeah, no, I'm knowledgeable in everything. I watch everything. Majority of the time.
Well, that's because I got you. Up until, January, I didn't watch much of...
No, but I kept up
January
with
of this year, I didn't watch much of the newer stuff.
Bray should go away and never return.
And then we talked about doing this show, and the rest is history, and here we are in October, and we're still doing the show.
Yep. It'll be a year in January.
Yeah. The Fiend is based off some creepy movie I heard.
Yeah, probably. I could see that.
Yeah.
So, we are going to do giraffe picks. We're gonna do.
We'll predict where people are going to go.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they're going to do the draft.
I think we said 10 per brand.
Yeah.
10 picks for Raw, 10 picks for
I'm
SmackDown.
interested to see how they're going to do the draft because I have no clue.
The Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. In fact, that's when I brought up the.
Camille, yeah, it was timed out. You're timed out
Oh,
for
seriously.
5 seconds.
I'm gonna fix that.
Yeah, we need to add them to the thing where they
Yes.
don't get timed out.
I gotta go to Nightbot here.
Yeah. Jeez. I can't believe we
damn
didn't
it,
do
this-
that already. What? You keep handing me the keyboard, bro.
Well, that's because I have no room over here, bro. Look, hell yeah is gonna think we kicked him out, and
No, we didn't kick you out. Yeah,
we're gonna fix that.
We're fixing it, bro. We're
adding you to our special.
Yeah, we have certain people added
We have
that
VIPs,
are like, you know,
and we're gonna add you to our VIP.
yeah,
So here, just 1 second.
yeah. You don't need to be like.
Because we
more
had some
deep.
people. The reason we had to do this is because we had people come in and
Say some not very nice things.
saying some things that were kind of inappropriate, and in fact, when we ran a show on Twitch, they put up a
Not so great thing.
yeah, and so we've kind of put up our VIP people, and so yeah, that's so we're going to. How do you get there?
Sorry, I'm humming.
You're good.
My bad. I have songs stuck in
We're
my
gonna
head.
get you hooked up here.
What?
I gotta remember how to do this now.
I don't know. You don't even remember how to do it. Jeez.
Keep talking.
Okay, well, we're going to do draft picks, and we're going to do 10 from whatever, Raw, and 10 for SmackDown. And we're going to do top draft picks, 1 through 10, 1 through 10. Bada boom.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious. Boom.
All right. So
I legit almost just spilled this water
yeah.
all over myself.
All right. There we are. You are now added to our VIP list here. Give me a whole yeah.
Yeah, you're cool. We got you added. I feel like a VIP.
You are a VIP, Elijah.
What about Lars Sullivan? Oh yeah, Lars Sullivan hasn't been back. I feel like there are going to be some draft picks of people that haven't been around for a bit.
Did Ric
Oh,
Flair
geez.
just enter the building?
Woo! And then the bada boom, realest girl in the room. Yeah, no, that's the Enzo and Cass thing. What list? Jordan. We have a thing on Nightball that makes you like not timed out. I think Jordan's on it.
Yeah, I think Jordan's on it too.
I think you're on there, so you don't get timed out.
Yeah, so when you're talking and you type something and you don't get timed out.
Yeah. Anyways.
No problem. I figured that's what got it because, like I said, we've got some stuff on because we had some issues with some people coming in and
Yeah.
like saying inappropriate things, and someone took the time to draw a picture. James,
Yes,
you
all
are on
of
the
our
list.
regulars.
James, you've been on the list since the beginning.
Yeah, all of our regulars.
You've been here for
are
a
on
long
the
time.
list. People that we know are cool. That aren't gonna, one day be like, "Oh yeah, you guys are cool," and then turn around and be like, "Blah blah blah blah."
Yeah,
We add them to the list.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
As long as
draft
you come in,
picks.
talk respectful, and do we add you to the list.
You just made the list.
That's right. You made the list.
No, but we're gonna do draft picks. So, do we want to start with Raw or SmackDown?
I don't care because I don't even how are they going to do this draft?
I don't
Are they
either.
going to alternate? Is that the plan?
One pick for Raw, one pick for SmackDown.
I mean,
I would assume so.
I would assume that's where they're going to do it.
I would think.
That's what I would say.
Does anybody else have any insight on how this is working? Yes.
How you doing, Anthony?
Yes.
Was he? He wasn't in. He hadn't said anything when I was gone or anything, has he?
No,
Okay.
he just showed up.
Hopefully they don't get Bischoff out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time for a little bit of the bubbly. Geez. No, that would be when we pull out our can of bubbly and
Yeah.
go sponsored.
Yeah.
Ad. No, just kidding. We don't get sponsored or get ads from anybody.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's totally funny.
Yeah. It is funny.
So I don't know how it's gonna work. The way drafts have worked in the past, they have had people like do like one and then the other.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. They've done different weird things before, and so I don't know how it's gonna work.
Chris Jericho is forever a legend for that one line.
Exactly.
Yeah. Chris Jericho's a legend anyway, so...
We already know Bray Wyatt is heading to Smackdown. Says who?
By the way, the crazy thing is I saw somewhere where he was, like, there for the NXT debut.
Mm-hmm. There for the WCW debut.
Yeah.
There for the, whatever the other one was, debut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then AEW.
And now he's there for the AEW debut.
Yep.
Which is kind of crazy.
This is Fox. I don't think you can put Bray on SmackDown. Can't do it.
I think if you're going to have Brock over there, I think you
have Bray
have to
too.
almost have to put... Fox wants Bray, but Fox wants everyone. Raw may as well be called the main event. Yes,
Pretty
definitely.
much. If they get
Which
everybody
is why I don't think
taken
that it's
from
going to happen
them,
that way.
like, it's not going to be good. So,
No.
okay, how do we want to do this? Start with first draft pick for...
I don't care. I figure SmackDown's going to get the number one pick.
Probably.
The number one pick is Becky SmackDown. No.
Well, who do you think it's going to be then?
I think the number one pick is going to be Brock to SmackDown.
I don't.
I do.
I think Becky's the number one pick. It has to be Becky. It makes no sense for anybody else to be the number one draft pick for SmackDown. Becky has helped.
Here is my personal opinion. I don't think the women are high enough up. I think you will not have the women picked as number one. Seth is the number one pick.
She has to be number one pick.
I don't think so.
She was when they did the draft a long time ago, she was the first woman that was the first woman draft pick. Was she
Roman? Well, this is interesting. Now we're getting all kinds of stuff thrown out here.
Becky. It's
has to be Becky. It's another WWE moment.
It has to be Becky.
All right, well.
I can't see it being anybody else. I mean, I guess
be...
other than Brock, I suppose. But I wouldn't put Brock as my number one draft pick.
I think it's going to be Brock. Women's Evolution to talk about.
Oh, yeah, speaking of the women, the Mae Young Classic 3 is happening in November.
Reigns is already on SmackDown.
Well, that doesn't matter. They can put them anywhere because it's a new draft.
I'm with Maven on this. I'm just telling you, I don't think so.
I think she has to be.
All right, whatever.
If she's being moved to SmackDown, she has to be the number one draft pick.
Well, and then it depends on what they're going to do. Are they going to draft everybody and just go through the whole roster and split them up that way? Or are they just going to go, okay, we're going to, like, we already know that these people are on it, and so, or on this specific brand, and so they stay there, and then we just draft the ones that we threw into a pile and move them over. Crazy thing is, Kane is not even signed by WWE. Yes, I did see that. Actually, you talked about it, didn't you?
I did talk about that.
The question is, are they splitting up the power couple Seth and Becky? I would...
No. I don't think they're going to.
Probably
just
not.
Because Vince doesn't like to do that. So I would assume
if
Becky gets drafted to SmackDown, then Seth is getting drafted to SmackDown. If Becky doesn't go anywhere, then Seth's not going anywhere. I think that's the way that's going to work.
Well, and this is why I don't know how they're going to do this, because if this is a legitimate draft, they just throw everybody into a pool and then switch them, draft the whole roster. Mm-hmm. If they're going to count, like, certain people as already being on the main show, on each individual brand, then that changes the way the whole draft goes.
Well, I suppose they
because
could do
in
it
that case, you already know Brock is...
If they don't draft...
In which case, it's not technically a draft. It's just like moving people around.
It's not legitimate. It's scripted. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. But if they're going to draft... I suppose what I should have said is if they're going to draft
but if you're gonna
Becky
call
to
it,
SmackDown,
I think
then they draft Seth too. And if they are drafted, or if she's drafted to Raw, then Seth is drafted to Raw
I think if you're going to call it a draft, then I think you need to make it look like a draft. And even being scripted, I think you need to make it look like a draft. Don't think you just go, okay, here... we're going to throw, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's why Charlotte and Andrade are on the SmackDown. Yeah.
Andrade was on Raw, and then they put him back on SmackDown, and Alistair got drafted to, well, in the Superstar Shakeup, whatever. He was put on SmackDown instead of Raw, and they had put Zelina and Andrade on Raw, and then they put them back on SmackDown because Charlotte was on SmackDown and Alistair was on SmackDown. So they didn't want to split the two couples up.
Yeah.
So that is the sole reason they did that. Otherwise, Zelina and Andrade would have 100% been on Raw if the other two had been.
Well, the whole SmackDown Raw thing, why they don't split them up, really doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, so Becky, in my opinion, is the obvious first draft.
Well, the thing is splitting them up doesn't hurt anything because they have Raw and SmackDown shows so close to each other that it's not like they're going to be, you know, they're having SmackDown in New York and Raw is in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Now we can say, I suppose, first draft pick for Raw. We'll just go back and forth.
And now with Raw being on Mondays and SmackDown being on Fridays, it probably really doesn't matter where they're at.
It depends on how much they like the Superstar couple. They split up Carmella and Cass. Yeah. Yeah. I really feel like that's where the shakeup messed up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They messed things up.
Yeah, I don't think you need to keep couples together.
Well, it's just what Vince likes to do. He doesn't like to split them up.
Vince is a dork.
He doesn't like to split them up. He's never he's always done that.
We're talking about the same guy that messes up, the writing of storylines.
He doesn't like to mess up couples.
Yeah, so whatever. Just doesn't make sense.
Well, I suppose we'll go to Raw now and do first draft pick for Raw, and then we'll go back to SmackDown.
Okay, I think Seth is staying.
I'm gonna say Bray.
I have thoughts on Bray.
Okay, I'm gonna say
maybe
Bray,
they'll split up Rusev, Lana, and Lash.
Maybe. I agree with Vince. # Vince is a dork.
Well, that is the question. So Rusev, Lana, and Lash. I don't agree with Vince just because of the fact that SmackDown and Raw are so close. Their tapings are so close together.
Yeah, but they can be on opposite sides of the
when.
World. Generally, they can they're in two different places and they're on two different sets of schedules, and so I suppose I understand why he likes to keep them together so then they can see each other, because if they didn't they might not get to, except for
now it's a Monday Friday split, so
yeah, but they have house shows in between.
Well, I get that, but you could always do something with that. So he doesn't
split them up.
I mean, it can always be you can jump on a plane and fly anywhere in the United States in a couple hours.
You could, but it's just what Vince doesn't like. He doesn't like to do it, so he doesn't. So, that's the way it is. Anyways, I'm saying Bray as first pick for Raw.
I'm saying Seth.
Okay. Why are you not saying Bray?
Because I think Bray is going to be used differently.
Okay, so you think he's going to be
Fox
on
happy.
Both? But
Bray
Fox
to Raw, Fiend to SmackDown.
But Fox...
That would be interesting if they did it that way.
But Fox doesn't want USA to have the Fiend, though.
That would be really interesting.
I don't know if they would be willing to say, okay, he can go between both shows.
Okay, but
I think they would say, we want him on our show and our show
So
only.
You're going to pull all the superstars to Fox
exactly.
Or to SmackDown.
That's where the issue lies. That's where WWE has
because
to
if
say
you're going,
no.
If everybody's sitting
and
here
we're
saying,
keeping Bray on Raw.
We already know Brock's going to be on SmackDown. If you're going to say Seth is going to go to SmackDown. And now you're saying The Fiend is going to SmackDown. Well, Bray wouldn't be pulling double duty because Bray, technically, they do all videos with Bray, and you do the live stuff with The Fiend. So you could shoot a video anywhere and then put it up.
Yeah.
Until they start using Bray in the ring. Seth is staying on Raw since Brock is the champ now. See, and that's what I think. I think you have to keep him there. But see, then that breaks it. That goes against the theory of keeping Seth and Becky together because Becky's going to go. I'm pretty sure Becky's going to SmackDown. Fox wants all the popular kids and losers to Raw. High school all over again.
I
I think Bray will get drafted to 1, and a Funhouse episode will start up with Bray saying the Fiend can't be controlled or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that could be neat. And then he takes out one of the guys.
That'd be awesome.
Then he should take out one of the guys that's running the draft.
Yeah.
That could be neat.
Yeah.
That could be neat.
I think that would be an awesome idea.
All right, so back to SmackDown.
Take out Vince. Yes.
Draft pick
like
number
the real
2.
Vince or the devil Vince?
Both.
Yeah,
why not?
both. Yeah, just take them both out, I guess.
Draft pick number 2 for SmackDown. This is where it gets difficult. After the first pick, I don't know. Roman?
Again, if you're going to do that, then you're talking about putting all the stars on SmackDown. All the people that they're pushing now.
Drew McIntyre. We haven't seen him for a while. I think it's almost time for him to come back. I'm going to say Drew McIntyre goes to SmackDown. Which, again, is another big name, but I think he goes to SmackDown.
Okay. That wouldn't be a bad pick. I don't, I think Drew the third one would be on Raw.
See, I won't be shocked if Roman is on Raw, but I think they just, moved him to, SmackDown recently, so I feel like they might try to keep him on there.
Yeah. I think you have to keep Roman on Raw. I mean, just my opinion.
I could see that, yeah.
See Drew stays to Raw.
I'm going to say Drew to SmackDown, though.
Okay. I think that
this is difficult.
I think that you go with Drew, or the next pick, I suppose, would be
You don't even know.
I think Sasha Bayley. If you're going to have women over on the one side, I think you go Sasha Bayley to Raw.
Bro, you didn't even give SmackDown.
I know, because I don't know who.
Okay, so give just a name.
I would say Robert Roode to SmackDown. But then if Robert Roode goes, then you have to bring over...
Then you have to bring Dolph, unless you're splitting them up.
Yeah.
And you're not doing a tag team thing anymore.
Charlotte and Becky should not be on the same brand.
I think they're going to be on the same brand.
I think so, too. Anthony thinks Brock will go now. Charlotte number moves Raw. This would be tough.
This is tough.
Well, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I don't know what Fox is going to do.
I don't either, but I think this is tough.
And I don't know what Vince is going to do. Because Vince may just go, you know what, we're putting all our superstars on Fox and SmackDown, and Raw is just going to be kind of, the people that chase the 24/7 championship, and that's the way we're going to do it. Which may not be a bad thing, because then it gives them the opportunity to shine and become the stars that they can be.
Which is why I think Becky and Bayley would retain to swap the titles on brands. Yeah.
Which is why I think that if you're going to have again, I think that it depends on what they do with the tag titles.
So who's your
pick?
If
they're going to keep the women's titles.
Who's your second pick for SmackDown? My pick is Drew McIntyre. Your pick is who?
Randy Orton.
Okay, I could take that. I don't think it's going to be second pick, but I could see that. Yeah, him being drafted to SmackDown.
Yeah.
You can just write RKO. That'd be a lot quicker.
It would be.
But you just didn't.
And yeah.
True. And then you have to rewrite the wrong ones.
That's okay.
Seth, and I said Bray. Now we need draft pick number 2 for Raw. Sasha.
Ricochet might stay on Raw.
Sasha.
That'd be a good choice, I think, because then you can try making him a superstar.
Sasha.
Sasha to Raw.
Yeah. I don't think she'll be that far up in the list, but just people that go places. Sasha.
I think you have. Corbin.
You know what? I changed my answer. Corbin. I'm gonna say Corbin too.
Yeah, I think Corbin.
I'm gonna say Corbin next.
because they're high on him.
I agree, yeah.
And I don't know that SmackDown will be like super high on him.
No.
Because they look at him like a lot of other people look at him like, you loser, get off my TV.
Pretty much. SmackDown again, number 3.
Yes, Corbin be main heel on Raw. That'd be cool. They said that he could be the next Rock, just more high flying. I don't think he's good enough on the mic yet. I think Ricochet could become good enough on the mic. I just don't think he's good enough to be compared to Raw
Corbin is just so why. I'm gonna say number 3 for SmackDown, Toni Storm.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. I don't think so. They're not that high on the women. I mean, if this is gonna be like, a legitimate fake draft,
I think that somebody's gonna get her. They haven't been talking about her on NXT UK very much. She hasn't been on NXT UK very much. And she's just kind of been missing in action. So I'm going to say she's coming to Raw or SmackDown. Or NXT for that matter.
Yeah, okay.
I would not be shocked to see her on any of those shows. But I feel like it's more likely that she's on SmackDown or Raw. Just because, more so SmackDown. Because it's Fox.
Yeah. Oh, there's a shout. I don't think so, but would certainly give her the Balor rub. He got being called up. Yeah. I think that, I don't know. I don't think she will. I think she'll be used in NXT first.
I would like to see her used in NXT first, but I just have a feeling that they might pull something and say that she's going to come up in the draft. So, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go with a tag team. I'm going to say the Revival.
Yeah, I could say that. Corbin is the equivalent to Thai food. That's funny. Raw, pick number 3. It's an interesting thought, Maven. See, I'm throwing some people out the woodworks. I'm good. For Raw, I'm going to say AOP.
AOP. Okay. I'm going to go with
Yeah, they said NXT won't be in the draft.
Yeah,
which I think is kind of dumb, and I don't like that. Which is
sad. It definitely
Very
is sad.
sad.
Braun Strowman. I think Strowman goes down later, just because I don't see him being the big star. I'm going to stick with the tag team, and I'm going to say that you have the Ziggler and
Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph.
Yes, team of Rudolph.
They have to stick together through Christmas.
Number. That's what you always say.
Yes.
SmackDown.
I think that means that they won't draft for that brand, but doesn't mean someone like Storm couldn't be called up. I think Storm would be an excellent call up.
Agreed. They called Rhea up. I think they could very well call her up too, because
they're-
I think Tony is 100% ready.
Well, I think that some of the best women's wrestling is some of the better women wrestlers are coming out of NXT UK.
Yeah. AJ Styles, that's a good one too. I'm gonna go SmackDown next, obviously. Draft pick number 4 for SmackDown. I'm going to say. I'm gonna say.
My number 1 is Brock. It's a good choice. That's
Your number 1.
who I went with.
I'm not putting in Brock in my draft picks. He doesn't deserve to be in my draft picks. I'm gonna say number 4 is Usos.
Okay.
I'm gonna say they're drafted back to SmackDown.
I'm gonna say Nakamura.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I think you get a name there, but I don't think you need to.
No, Nakamura and Sammy. Sammy has to come with him.
Oh, Nakamura / Sammy.
Because you can't break them up.
No, I don't think you can break them up either.
So he has to go with him.
Rhea Ripley to Raw and have her feud with Charlotte. That would be cool.
Number 4 on Raw.
Yes, I figured that SmackDown would get the first pick, Anthony, which is why I took Brock. Oh, Nakamura and my Sammy.
Number 4 for Raw, I'm going to say
The Miz, that's another interesting one.
That's a good one. I'm going to say the Street Profits.
Interesting.
For Raw. Because they didn't win on Wednesday, and I don't know how much longer they're going to be in NXT.
Okay.
And I just think that they're going to use them on Raw or SmackDown. And I think they're going to be on Raw.
I'd like to see Lacey Evans and Charlotte feud, which ends a tag team. In a tag team. Yeah, that'd be cool.
We said
Again,
that,
I think
we
it
said
depends.
that a long time ago.
Yeah.
That we'd like to see them as a
Yeah,
tag team.
I would love to see them as a tag team, and I said that. We both
You said
said
that
it.
when I hated her.
Yeah.
And I said
I
that
was
more
like-
recently.
I was like, having those two as a tag team would be awesome.
Yes.
Again, it's a matter of what they're going to do with
Yes, it would. The tag belts.
the whole women's tag belts. Because how are they going to do it since they're going to be like split as brands?
I don't know. Not a clue.
So number 4 would be Asuka for Little Fettuccine.
Fun.
I would say for Raw, I'm going to say I think you go with another tag team, and I say the Viking Raiders.
That's a good one. I think Street Profits are going to go, though.
I think they stay in NXT.
I don't know. Number 5 draft pick for SmackDown. I'm going to say Charlotte. Because I think that just makes sense.
I'm going to say I'm going to go with the Usos.
Cool. So I have a question. Are we doing 10 or 15 per brand?
We'll do 10.
Okay. So we're halfway done
Yeah.
with SmackDown.
Kairi Sane would be another good one.
That's another good one if they're going to use her. I would love that.
Definitely. Nakamura goes to Raw since he hasn't been there.
To Kairi Sane to Raw. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
Number 5
I think
for Raw.
Nakamura goes to SmackDown because my next pick will be. You'll find out why. Who'd you say?
For what?
Did you just say a pick?
No, I said next we have number 5 for Raw.
Oh.
I'm going to say number 5 for Raw goes to... I don't even know. Sasha?
Okay.
I'm going to say Sasha, I guess.
I would say.
Could we potentially see a Nia Jax return out of this draft?
Possibly. The
I think
return of
there's a
Nia
good
Jax.
possibility. So I think if she was going to return, because I don't know what Nia's doing. I mean, I know.
I would like to
she's
see the
been
women
injured, but,
do more cross, either have their own show or do more cross promoting.
Yeah. So, anyways, your draft.
Just because I think they'd be better off that way. So my number 5 on Raw, I'm going to go with AJ Styles
Yeah, I can agree with that.
because they're not going to do what I think they should do and move him to
NXT.
NXT.
Number 6 draft pick for SmackDown. I'm going to say. I don't even know. Aleister Black.
That'd be interesting.
So I was going to say Aleister Black or Buddy Murphy.
But then that takes away the Bray Aleister Black type thing that could happen.
I guess it does, but I don't really care. I mean, it'd be cool to see, but like, it's not something that's like super high up on my radar, I suppose, at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be okay with it if it happened, and I think it'd be cool, but like, I don't know. I just think Bray could do other things before he gets to Aleister.
Yeah.
So, I suppose that's where I'm coming from.
Okay. Daniel Bryan. That'd be a good one, too. In fact, I think it's so good, I think that's who will be next.
Black, the psychologist, or Buddy, the animal expert. Draft pick number 6 for Raw. I'm going to say... I don't know. Kofi Kingston. No, I don't know. I was gonna say Kofi Kingston, but they just squashed him. Roman? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Roman.
I think I'll go with Roman too. Dana Brooke.
Smackdown.
Again, I just think the women are going to be pushed down.
I don't.
They'll make it interesting just because they may make Becky the number 1 pick just because they want to make it look cool.
No, I think they're going to use the women. I think Fox is going to use the women. They put the women on first. I don't think
so.
Fox put the women on first in a match on their brand new show on Friday.
Yep.
Why do that if you were going to squish the women?
Because.
You could have opened the show with, like, the Shane and Kevin Owens match.
Could have.
You could have opened the show with, anything but the women.
Could have.
But they opened...
And Becky with The Rock.
Exactly. And Becky came out first.
Yeah.
Becky opened the show.
Yeah. So then that means Corbin's going to be on SmackDown.
Not necessarily.
Why not? He opened the show.
That's not even what I was saying. I said, why would they not be pushing the women? Why would they have them open the show if they're not pushing the women?
Well, you have to put them somewhere.
Okay. Whatever. What pick are we on?
Number 7 on SmackDown.
I'm going to... Will R-Truth get drafted? Yeah, he will.
No.
Okay, fine. No, he won't.
He's going to be a free agent. He's going to chase around the 24/7 title.
I'm
or
gonna
make sure Carmella doesn't lose the 24/7 title. Actually, they need to get rid of that title.
No, they don't.
Either
they
that
don't.
or make it legitimate on one of the either on Fox or on Raw. Mickey James to SmackDown. R-Truth drafted to YouTube. That'd be a good one.
I'm gonna say AJ Styles.
And with the YouTube pick, it'll be R-Truth.
I'm gonna say AJ Styles for number 7 for SmackDown.
Okay. Good pick.
Now I don't know if you'd have to put OC with him, or not.
I think you have to.
I think so too. So I think OC would be shortly thereafter, but I don't think they're going to be pick number 8, 9, or 10. So.
I would agree they have to be there though.
They would have to. If they're moving AJ, they have to move OC.
To stick with my idea of the Bryan Harper disturbing the
peace.
The Bray Wyatt thing, I'm gonna say that you have on SmackDown you have Rowan and Harper as number 7.
Cool.
Or move OC to NXT to go with Balor. Which is why I think
that could be neat.
You should move AJ there too.
I'm gonna say
Daniel Bryan to Raw. Luke Gallows to SmackDown.
Raw, number 7. I don't have a clue when Nia Jax is supposed to be back. I don't even know if she'll be back, before the draft. I haven't heard anything about her whatsoever. There's been nothing said about speculation as to when she's going to be back. I'm going to say Nia Jax is drafted number 7.
Okay.
For Raw.
All right. I'm going to say Bayley.
Write that down. See, Bayley would be the obvious pick. But I'm saying Nia Jax. Because why not? I'm just going all out here. I mean, I said Toni Storm. I said Drew McIntyre. I'm saying Nia Jax. You're giving the women way too much credit here. Okay. So? You don't think there are going to be that many women, drafted? I try to come up with a good idea every now and then. If Daniel goes to Raw, Harper and Rowan will go too. Yeah, I think that... I think you almost have to keep those 3 together. Especially since they're going to create a storyline I'm predicting. Yeah. If it happens, I'm going to sue WWE for watching our podcast or our show here and taking my idea. That's funny. Number 8 for SmackDown. Gets hard, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Because you have no clue what they're going to do with anything. Because we're running out of people, A.
You have like a list there of like 100 people.
Well, I know we do. But we're running out of logical people that would be in the top 10 draft. Elias. No, I want Elias on Raw. Sorry. No, not happening.
Yeah, I don't think Elias.
Uh,
Carmella to Raw. If she goes to Raw, then you know R-Truth has to go to Raw.
ooh, good. This is difficult.
I'm going to go with Becky.
At number 8?
Yep, number 8.
She's not going in at number 8, bro.
Number 8.
Oh, Kevin Owens. Do you even have Kevin Owens written down on here?
Sorry, man. When I made the list, it was like...
Kevin
Wait.
Owens. Kevin Owens. That's my pick.
So Kevin Owens is going to SmackDown?
Yes, at number 8.
SmackDown's going to have all the stars.
Well, that's what they're hoping for.
I'm going to go Sasha to Raw for number 8.
I'm going to say Elias. At number 8.
I'm going to say at number 9 for SmackDown, Charlotte.
I'm going to say I don't even know.
You just made the list for forgetting Kevin Owens on the list. I know. I don't know how well, when I made it, it was like late.
I was looking at this. I was like, where's Kofi? Kofi isn't even on this list.
I was just trying to get a list of all the wrestlers that it could, that are on each roster. And so, okay, it's my bad. I messed up.
He's got like everybody from NXT and NXT UK, but he has like not everybody from
those were easy because they were short lists.
Raw and SmackDown.
Sasha Raw, Bayley Raw.
Like, jeez, dude.
I agree with that. Sasha Raw and Bayley Raw. 100%, James. Good choice. 24/7 championship will be removed. I hope so. I hope that the 24/7 title is gone. Definitely hope it's gone.
Why?
Because it's the most pointless. When Marshmallow wins the title, then there's a problem.
But other people won the title.
Yeah, I know. Enos Cantor. I just don't like the whole idea. Is like there.
What's the
Pete
problem?
Dunne. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, I think that's a good draft pick. Who did you write down? Charlotte. For number 9. I'm gonna.
Alexa and Nikki. Elijah.
Elijah's
throwing out Alexa and Nikki again.
I don't know. I have no idea. Seth, I guess. Seth. At number 9.
So number 9 for Raw. I'm gonna go with Elias.
I'm gonna say.
And to go with that, I'm gonna say Shorty G.
And Shorty G, both.
Yeah.
Elias and Shorty G.
Yeah. Pete Dunne can't get called up yet. He's in a rival with Damian Priest.
You don't have Chad Gable? No, you do have Chad Gable on here.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
I put him on and forgot Kevin Owens.
You did.
Because we know who's more important. Shorty G.
I'm going to say. Jeez. This is difficult, to say the least.
Jeez, what are you waiting for, Christmas?
I'm trying to, figure this out, bro. Kofi, I suppose.
Kofi. Good choice. So then, are you just going with Kofi? Or you're going to say the New Day goes?
Scratch that. Big E.
So they're splitting them up, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. For SmackDown, I'm going to say Alexa and Nikki.
Number 10 pick.
Yeah.
Alexa
and Nikki to SmackDown. Good choice, James.
I'm going to say...
Kofi to Raw. James is saying Kofi to Raw.
Viking Raiders.
That's okay of a choice, I guess. But I think they'll go higher than that.
Me too. At this point, it's not even about,
Well, Maria and Mike Kanellis get drafted. They should.
At this point, it's not even about, how high they're being drafted. I'm just, throwing names out. I'm like, okay, they're going to be drafted to Raw. If they're drafted in that spot, cool. But
Big E to SmackDown. If Big E goes to Raw, he will be Universal Champion, no doubt. Yeah, but a loss for Pete Dunne on NXT this week could be his farewell match.
could be.
It could be.
Now,
And I could see him going to
Raw,
Raw.
number 10 pick. You have to think, don't you?
Yeah.
Number 10 pick for me for Raw is
Xavier Woods,
don't
Raw.
know.
Is Sammy getting drafted or moving with Shinsuke? I think he goes with Shinsuke.
I think so. I would assume. I think
I
that'd
think
be
you
smart.
have to keep them together because I think they work well
Together.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea to have them working together. I think it helps Shinsuke out more than anything. So number 10 for Raw, I'm going to say...
Lars Sullivan.
Okay. I'm going to go with Samoa Joe.
So he's not even a wrestler now? You're going to say Samoa Joe?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I can get behind that one, too.
No, he's not even a wrestler now.
No. He's
They've
just a
relegated him
manager.
to... Maybe they'll be a tag team.
I doubt that highly.
That would be cool. No, we haven't done Braun yet. I think you could put Braun like anywhere because I think he's going to go to Raw.
Or AJ. I said AJ at number...
You have AJ at number 7 going to SmackDown.
I think he could be higher than
I
that
have AJ going to Raw.
at number 5.
Joe is going to SmackDown. Braun to SmackDown.
If I were to put Braun in there, I'd say he'd probably be like a
Problem is you're going to like kill
12.
Raw.
Give us a full rundown.
All right, so here is my picks. For SmackDown, I have Brock, Randy, The Revival, Nakamura, and Zayn. The Usos, Daniel Bryan, Rowan and Harper, Becky, Charlotte, Alexa, and Nikki.
Okay, stop right there. I just gotta say, Becky's gonna be a lot higher than 8.
All right.
Anybody what? Anybody else agree? She has to be a lot higher than 8. Putting her at number 8 is stupid.
Maven's picks are Becky, Drew, Tony Storm, the Usos, Charlotte, Aleister Black, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Seth, and the Viking Raiders.
There you go. That's my SmackDown picks.
My Raw picks are Seth, Corbin, Rudolph, the Viking Raiders, AJ Styles, Roman, Bayley, Sasha, Elias with Shorty G, and Samoa Joe. Not that they're going to be a tag
You're
team.
both wrong. Oh, right.
And Maven has Bray, Corbin, AOP, Street Profits, Sasha, Roman, Nia Jax, Elias, Big E, Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, see, I kind of went out of the box
Becky 1,
there.
Seth 2. Well, if they do that, then they're going different places.
Well, not necessarily. Becky
What
won,
about
Seth
the Swiss
2.
Superman?
Yeah, he'll be somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Like, probably in the 20s. I don't expect him to be in the 10s.
Some
Some of the people I picked, I don't expect to be in the 10s. But, I was just kind of going on for it, and I kind of, went out of the box. So,
Now
if
we
I'm
just-
right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong.
Took 30 exciting minutes out of everybody's lives, doing that. I don't know. I think
Contemplating.
I think the hard part is
You don't know what they're going to do.
yeah, and how they're going to actually do the draft. Because there's some that are just obvious on where they're going. Everybody forgets it's sad.
See, I just think...
That's
I
because
just
Cesaro
think he's gonna be
Cesaro doesn't
like-
have a brand. He goes everywhere.
Pretty much.
NXT UK, NXT,
Raw, SmackDown.
Bray.
I said Bray is number
Yes,
1 pick
Maven
for Raw.
had Bray as number
you
1 for
said
Raw.
he's not anywhere.
I don't have him on any picks because
both
Bray
wrong.
just shows up when he wants to show up.
Both wrong, but it was a lot of fun. What is your first draft pick?
Yeah, let's hear yours.
Yeah, come on, give me a whole podcast. What's your picks? Jeez. No. Just kidding.
Have you guys put up a video
We're probably all wrong.
for your predictions?
We're probably all going to be wrong. And then they'll pull some rabbit out of the hat. I think a shoe-in is Becky is number 1. Wait for the video.
Jeez. That's what I was asking. I was just wondering if you were going to put one up. Are you going to put it up before they do the draft or after and then go, hey, check out our picks?
Are you going to be a Brad Shepard? Because you shouldn't be. Don't
Hope
be
to
a
promote
Brad
Buddy Murphy.
Shepard.
Yes, promoting Buddy Murphy would be awesome. I have a feeling Raw is going to get the short end of the deal here.
I think so.
Actually, they may not get the short end of the deal because we may see some of the after and go, look, I beat WrestleSmack. AEW plays on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that they are going to have a second show on Tuesday showing dark matches from their show on Wednesday?
Is that going to be what's on TBS?
I don't think so. I think it's just on like a YouTube channel or something.
No, I didn't see that.
I could be wrong. My pick, Becky 1, Seth
Chad Gable.
2.
I had
Round
Chad
3.
Gable. I had Chad Gable with Elias
At number
going
9.
to Raw at number 9. My pick, Becky 1, Seth 2, Braun 3. It's TBS.
Is it?
That's what I thought. I thought they were going to put something
well,
on
I don't know though.
AEW Dark.
I didn't read the full article.
Well, I thought they were going to... I'd heard they were going to put something on TBS.
I don't know. I'll look.
It's going to be on TBS. Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
Well, it's kind of cool that they're doing their dark matches on TBS.
Well, maybe. I'll read. I'm not saying y'all are wrong. I'm just saying, like, sometimes we get fed wrong information.
And sometimes you have right information. I heard it's going to be on YouTube.
That's what I saw too.
Sundays. So Anthony says it's Sundays. I heard.
What I saw was Tuesdays and on YouTube. And it's going to be hosted by
somebody doesn't know what they're
Tony
talking about.
Schiavone.
But the replays will be on TBS. Oh, why would you put replays on TBS?
Nobody knows.
They're doing the draft like the NFL draft. Yeah, and the one thing I wonder is how, like, you know, it depends on how much influence they have let SmackDown be. Tuesdays on YouTube and the replays on TBS. Cool.
Cool. Life of John there with the save.
Yeah.
The information.
I think that is pretty much it.
I think so.
Tony Schiavone liked one of my tweets the other day. I'm not tech savvy, so no idea what that means.
That's funny.
Is that supposed to be Tony Schiavone, or is that like Tiny Schiavone is like, you know, alter ego?
Oh, jeez. That's funny.
Just giving you a hard time there. Give me a hell yeah.
That is hilarious.
Walter, Russian Walter, MMA Walter Mysterio. That is funny.
Guys.
I don't know if they can see. There's like
I
a
don't
glare.
either. That is so funny.
That is pretty
I'll
funny.
retweet it. You guys need to look at that. That's funny.
Mickey James. She's gonna be like announcing or something. Isn't that what she's doing?
I think so.
She's like announcing.
I think so.
Yeah. James, you'd have all the women picked.
Russian Walter.
Walter.
See, that's
Yeah.
funny.
What would the reason be if they have Sasha beat Becky?
If they have Sasha beat Becky, because Becky's going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
That would be the only logical answer.
I'm pretty sure that they've announced Mickey James is doing commentary. I'm pretty sure.
I think so. I could be wrong. On main event, yes.
Yes. I knew that she went somewhere. But, you know, James, you can always dream. Who's Becky feuding with next? Good question. That is a very good question.
If she were to retain her championship, I don't know. If she was not to,
Again.
yeah, probably. If she's
Because
moving to
they
SmackDown
just-
Charlotte because Charlotte's going to be the current champ. And so then they have Becky take the title off of Charlotte, and then they do something with Becky against somebody on SmackDown.
They just recycle
Ember Moon.
the 4 wrestlers.
They should do Becky versus
I
Ember Moon.
100% agree. I don't want to see it, but I just have a feeling that's
They
the way WWE's going to do it.
No, they should do, because Becky's going to lose the Raw title, go to SmackDown, win the SmackDown title, and then she's going to start a new feud with somebody.
Charlotte.
No, she's going to have a feud with Charlotte over the title.
Oh, that's my
because
bad.
Charlotte's going to be...
Okay, who if it's not Charlotte?
This is what I'm saying, guys. We have a
Nobody-
process to get there. Becky drops her Raw title. Move on. She moves to SmackDown, right?
Okay,
She
so-
gets drafted.
so-
She then has to fight Charlotte because Charlotte is the current...
Okay.
Well, she will be
Okay.
the current SmackDown Women's Champion.
Okay.
She wins the SmackDown Women's title.
Okay.
Flip-flop. Then She needs to have a new feud. Ember Moon. That's my answer. She should feud with Ember Moon.
All right.
As long as Ember is still on SmackDown. No, she's not. I have no idea. Not a clue. Who else is on the roster?
They need to save the 4 Horsemen a little for WrestleMania. Yeah, I would agree.
Asuka could be good, I suppose. Liv, but if she's not going to be on SmackDown.
I would say if you're going to do it...
Sonya Deville. I would love for a Sonya Deville and Becky feud. I think that would be fun because it'd put Sonya out there in like a single spotlight, which would be cool.
The 4 Horsewomen against the because we're like high on MMA, they could do something with that.
What do you mean? The 4 Horsewomen? Which ones?
All 4 of them.
Which ones?
Huh?
The 4 Horsewomen, I refer to them as the 4 Horsewomen unicorns or the 4 Horsewomen. Unicorns would be like the MMA ones.
Oh, no. I think that you... No. What have Ember Moon... What's she done? Nothing.
No, she hasn't, but that doesn't mean they can't start a feud
But
for the title.
Outside of the women, outside of the big 4, what have any of them done? A lot of women won't be drafted. Yeah, I agree. I reckon that's Survivor Series next year or maybe 2 years. I think the Survivor Series thing next year would be cool, but I think you start building for it. And start to build. I don't know how soon, but I think it'd be a good start to start building. Whether you just have individual matches with the 4 Horsewomen against, the MMA, whoever they're going to use.
Yeah.
Or just have them, tag matches or whatever. I still think Sasha and Bayley are going to win the tag titles.
Yeah.
If they're going to keep them around.
If they're going to keep them around. No, they're just going to get rid of them.
No, I mean the tag titles.
Oh, I thought you meant
Not
Sasha.
Sasha and Bayley.
I think they should have them go after the tag titles if they're going to keep them around. No, because if they're not going after the tag titles, then just get rid of Sasha and Bayley.
Next question is the 3 main events at WrestleMania this year going to have an MMA fighter in each one?
Probably. Because, WWE is stupid. I hope not, but probably.
Yeah, because it's like, the MMA retirement home.
MMA, UFC retirement home.
Yeah, whatever. We'll just call it MMA.
MMA, UFC.
Yeah.
Just run it all together.
The UFC.
The UFC.
Or RH. UFC
What?
RH. Yeah.
Trying to come up with a name for it is very...
UFC retirement home. Because it seems like they like that.
The retirement home for the...
For the people that can't make it in UFC anymore. There.
But yeah, I suppose. Boo.
Boo. I agree.
Yeah, see, I don't
want
it's
to
a
see
smart
it.
move.
I don't want to see it at all, but,
It's going to happen, and we
I
have
think it's probably gonna
no say
happen.
in it, which sucks.
Yeah, which is bad. I think it's bad for business. I think it's bad for everything. I just don't think that it'll be good at all for, anything. And I think that I don't know. I just don't think it makes for good storylines.
They had 4 million or something like that. I don't even remember. Something close to that low. Who's next to leave for AEW? The Revival.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
I would say probably wow. I would say probably the Revival. I just don't see them sticking around.
Fox debut drew 3.9 million, and it wasn't because of Brock. It was because of The Rock.
Yeah.
No way that Brock had anything to do with that. Not a chance.
No. So the draft is Friday the 11th. The 11th.
Next to leave is everyone.
Yeah. The draft is the 11th and then the 14th.
It'll be Monday.
Because it's over 2 days.
Yeah. So. Next week.
Yeah.
Next Friday and then the next Monday.
Watch the Fantastics interview with Jericho, Moxley, and a few others talking about Dynamite on Talk Show. They all looked so relaxed. Well, I think the one thing about that whole group is they know what they're doing, and they just have to continue doing what they're doing. And I think they feel comfortable doing the things they're doing.
Yeah.
But I'm still not, like, the Young Bucks still don't, like...
Interesting.
No, I think that they do get in the ring. I just don't think that... I don't know. I just think it's hard to create a storyline with the way they wrestle and the things they do.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. I saw a video about Jungle Boy's hair. Apparently it smells good. John Moxley said so. Was Lars an MMA
guy?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Cool view.
Yeah, no, I saw apparently Jungle Boy's hair smells good. Everybody's like, oh, I think it was, I don't remember if it was Nyla Rose or Awesome Kong. They were like, oh, I didn't even put perfume on today because I knew I was going to be around Jungle Boy, and I knew I didn't need to.
That's funny.
And John Moxley was like, I just need everybody to know that this guy's hair smells amazing. I just thought it was so funny. It's funny. Hilarious. That's why people love him.
Yeah.
I mean, because his hair smells good.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it. What if Gargano gets called up?
I don't see it happening, but if it does, I'm so sorry, Johnny. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
I think that he needs to be...
I'm so sorry, Johnny.
He needs to stay in NXT. However, with some of the things that have happened, some of the shifting and moving, it would not shock me. The NXT is missing a massive star. I agree they're missing a massive star, but maybe they pull him up to Raw to try and help out Raw.
Yeah.
If the whole idea is to push a lot of the stars towards SmackDown. Nyla Rose should not even be there.
Oh, boy.
I 100% agree.
WWE's Instagram could put all the predictions. Who will win at Hell in a Cell? You can vote for them on Instagram.
Will the Street Profits go to SmackDown? No. Maven has them going to Raw. I think that they need to stay... I think they need to stay in NXT. That's just my personal opinion.
I mean, I agree, but I think they're going to be moved.
Because they need to... I don't know. I just think that you've had him on Raw for this long and haven't done anything with him as far as matches go. You just have him talking.
Yeah.
And I just think they need to stay in NXT. My personal opinion.
So I think that's it, guys.
Got to meet Mayor of Knox County today.
Cool.
That is cool.
That's cool. Street Profits in New Harlem Heat.
Yes. Definitely.
Alrighty, guys.
All right. We will be back tomorrow night. Now that we have bored you to death and put you to sleep.
3-hour Raw going to be difficult to fill now.
Yes, it will be definitely difficult. We'll be back tomorrow night with our Hell in a Cell recap.
Yep.
So and
should be a fun one. 4 matches.
Yes. With that, we are out of here. See you guys tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. You make the show awesome. You make it fun. And we love having you guys around and talking wrestling with all of you. Thank you. Take it easy, everybody. Peace out.